Well, well. Happy Friday to you, people who are out there viewing. It's me, Jake Johannsen. Thank you for being here. If you are you here? Am I here? I am here. I am here, and I hope that you're here. And now I'm going to see if I can make sure that we're all here. Dave, I see Dave. I see Dave with my magic mirror. For some reason, it's not loading up on my new thing. And Dave. So we've got that going for us, Dave. Thank goodness. Turn the other thing down. Who else is here? Pick, greetings to you. Uma, hello. You're here for a couple of minutes. 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. And naturally, they're both better than 0 minutes in heaven. So we have, what happened? What has happened? I guess I talked to you already about the stem cell treatment that's going to, now we're going to find out about the possibility of that happening here in California. So that's good. Christopher, also here. Howdy to you, sir. It is the Friday happy half hour. Keith, welcome aboard. And I know that we haven't been doing our show 5 days a week. All of us, and Lady Jerry. Pick, you're asking if Dave's kayaking today. Curious about that myself. So Wednesday, I did the Ted Lasso transformation is ongoing. I went to the LA Football Club and I purchased this bootleg scarf from a lovely Latino lady outside. Their colors are gold and black, and this is sort of a beige and black. They didn't actually get the colors right, but I asked her how much the scarf was, and she said started at 20, and I was like, oh, okay, just good to know. And I figured they must be $40 inside, or who knows, because I should have gone inside and seen before I bought one outside. But then as I walked away, she cut the price to 15. I probably could have asked her if she would do it for 10. But I impulse bought this for $15 outside the stadium. So when you hold your scarf up, I now have a scarf that I can hold up for the LA Football Club. Jen, you hear you can't get it to open right. Well, no one can get it to go open right. Why is my left eye on my shirt brokenhearted? This is a New Orleans shirt. It's in New Orleans, Louisiana. And this cross is the symbol that they used after Katrina to mark people's houses with numbers as far as if there were any dead bodies or dead animals inside. And the skull is in honor of that. And we both love New Orleans and had our heart broken by Hurricane Katrina. But now, of course, we've just had Hurricane Ida. So, good story. Happy Friday, everybody. You going kayaking tomorrow, Dave? Good to know. Happy Friday. Missed you too, Laura. And today, for our Friday Happy Half Hour, I found in the fridge, I didn't lay in supplies here for today, but I found this on hand, the Giant, that's not really the way you spell giant, I don't think, Giant hard kombucha, and this is Taco Tuesday, pineapple jalapeno flavored hard kombucha brewed with green tea. So this has probably got a little bit of a pick-me-up and a little bit of booze in it. I can't see what percentage alcohol it is, but probably I'm going to be fine. Where does it say that? 5%. 10 proof. So this is the real deal. Jalapeno pineapple. Are you ready? Here goes. Taste test. You know what, Dave? You're in? I'm in. I think I'm recommending this. Well, we're one step in. It's a little early for recommendations. Rich Chooch, happy Friday. Pants off. Yeah, I don't know where Keys is. Uma's here for a minute, but tasty. Oh, Jen's got a good story. Let's have a look at that. I want wonder if I can. No, I can't see. Jen's story, your befuddled, dementia-ridden dad was on your mortgage bank account, and he didn't realize what it was, so he cashed it out and closed it. It was all the money you had in the world. Oh my God. Well, hopefully you can get that money back from him. And he hasn't moved to Puerto Vallarta, which is a place that they used to go for dates on the dating game back in the day. Working on your Fresca pick. Delicious Fresca. Just had a couple of jalapeno margaritas at happy hour. Dave, excellent. Good for you. Peach and ginger Yes Way Rosé. Laura, good for you. You're into the Yes Way Rosé. I'm very happy to hear about that. Oh, I see Jake Johannsen is watching. Well, Jake Johannsen, hello. It's me, Jake Johannsen. Happy Friday to you, sir. I'm seeing other people who are watching, but they're not commenting. Drinks are on Jen's dad tonight. Yeah, Rich. Party at Jen's dad's house, if he's even in there. Oh, you got it back and more. You got it back and more. You're going to kick the shit out of your dad. He couldn't travel on that kind of money. Well, I'm happy and sad and happy for you, Jen. So those are all sweet things. Sharon, yes, happy Friday to you. So I'm wearing my LA Football Club. Soccer, football is life. Oh, so at the match on Wednesday night, the Beard and obviously the Beard is a character on the show Ted Lasso. He's not a real person, but the actor who plays the Beard and the actor who plays Danny Rojas were both in attendance at the LA Football Club match. And so it was great to be doing a thing that some guys who I think are cool were also doing. And isn't that what we're doing right now? Saw an interview with me and Dom Herrera last night at the Comedy Store. Oh, Jen, yeah. That was a few years ago. I love Dom, and I think we talked about Ireland on that thing. He's been to the Kilkenny Festival a number of times. Adrian, good to see you. Welcome aboard. But yeah, that was a fun conversation that Dom and I had at the Laugh Factory back. Oh God, I bet that's got to be at least 5 years old. Delicious. Laura's saying that you love the Beard Goes to Burning Man. Well, I haven't seen that episode yet, but I am looking forward to it. Oh, you were sad at some points because Robin Williams had just died during the interview. Oh, yeah, so that was a while ago then, wasn't it? Well, we're all still here. I had a rough night last night in terms of that. I went to bed and I wasn't sure that I was excited about being here today. But then again, I woke up and today has been a pretty good day. So it just goes to show you, don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later, because last night fucking was this close. But I didn't give up. I went to sleep and had a crap night. So one thing that you learn when you're sleeping in the camper in the driveway is that someone who lives in the apartment building next door has a terrible job, just by definition, because they have to get up and go to it between 4 and 5 in the morning, more than 3 nights a week. And they have a car that makes enough noise that wakes me up. So I'm aware when they go to work. And that is when you're already depressed when you go to sleep and then you wake up from a nightmare or to the rumbling of their engine starting because they're going to work. I guess I should feel lucky that I don't have to go to work. They're going to work, and I, on the other hand, can just roll over and go to sleep. So that's what I did. Today is Scott Weston's birthday, so he may be out getting wild in Oakland. Pick! Awesome. I'm happy to hear that about Scott. And if you're watching late, happy birthday, Scott. I'm very happy for you, and look forward to the next time we meet here in the Book of Faces. Bob, you get up and go to your job between 4 and 5, 7 days a week for 8 months straight. Sounds terrible. Sounds terrible. It's got to be the cat or the golf course job, not the cat job. Cat job is more, that's your side hustle, I think. Well, when we all move to Sealand, it's going to be sleep in. Sleep in, wake up, have a nice breakfast of fish and eggs, and then start fishing. I think that's what we're going to do when we're all moved out to Sealand. Delicious. Mr. Predicto, how about a question from the question box? It's good to ask Mr. Predicto a question that you know the answer to.
That is a likely outcome.
Yeah, you're right about that. I was going to do it no matter what you said. So, question from the question box for today. What did I do last night? Good question. That's not what it says on here. Last night, I went with Cristela Alonso, not with her, but I met her at the Improv here in LA. Spontaneous. She texted me in the late afternoon to see if I wanted to do a set. She was doing a show to show the material that she's going to do on her Netflix special to the people who are going to be shooting and producing it. And she asked me if I wanted to come and do a set to kind of help warm up the crowd a little bit. So I saw Cristela last night. I saw her preview of the hour that she's going to be doing for her Netflix special. It's going to be so good, and I really enjoyed it. It was the small room at the Improv here in LA is about, I don't know, it's 30 people maybe. So it was very intimate setting. It was very fun to do a set, very fun to see Cristela and her friend Steve, and also the people in the audience. There was a guy from Chicago. As soon as I walked on, he was encouraging, but he gave me the "you better be funny," which is, please don't ever say that to a comedian at a comedy show. You better be funny. Please don't ever say that. But at this point, I've heard it enough times that I didn't even have to resist the urge to punch him. It was like, ugh, okay. I told him that's not a very positive attitude to go to a comedy show with, sir. But not sure if you can handle fish and eggs pick. Well, it's going to be tough in Sealand. You're working and perked up when you heard sleep in. Yeah, I love sleep in. What's worse than when you're retired and you can't turn off the internal alarm clock? Keith, yeah, boy, I hear you. Well, I have that. I'm waking up all at ridiculous hours now. Rise and blah at 5 a.m. You haven't set an alarm either. You just wake up between 4 and 4:30, Bob? Oh, my God. Dave, good line. Say to the guy who says you better be funny, please don't be an asshole. That is, I'm going to try that. Thank you. Thank you for that tip. Here's the question from today's question from the question block. Oh, can we please get one of these shows taped for the group's personal use only? We're clearly fan VIPs, and frankly deserve to see a show even from a camera phone. Well, that may be possible, Jen. I had been thinking about that. I need to figure out how to do that, because I do have a show that I did in Minneapolis just before the break that I've got some video on, and if I can figure out where to post it, where it can be private and you guys could watch it, I would definitely do that. Pick, can you have eggs for breakfast and fish for lunch and dinner? Yes. Yes, you can. That's our motto at Sealand. Yes, you can. If it has to do with fish and eggs, the motto is yes, you can. We're going to definitely be running some chickens around. Have you ever had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts? Jen, I know that you've had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts. Angels. I suppose. I mean, it does often feel like somebody's watching over one as one gets to be a certain age. I was at jiu-jitsu today. One of the young men there is, I think he must just be 22, and we were talking about these minimalist shoes I had and how my feet. It's nice to let the toes spread out, but my pinky toe is rolled over on its side and stuffed up under the toe next to it, and I was saying, yeah, I think it's from wearing smaller shoes, and he goes, yeah, my foot's not like that. And I said, oh, that's great. And he goes, maybe it's just because I haven't been wearing shoes for as long as you have. Which is a funny way of saying, you are a lot older than me, and so are your effing feet. Jen, what are you saying? Angels, yes, saving you many times. No ghosts. You're Catholic. Oh, I would have guessed ghosts more than angels, but yeah, yeah. Well, the angels are just the Anunnaki, as we know from our ancient aliens in the Bible. But ghost, yeah. No, I felt some ghosty stuff before, that something was going on. Noises in this house that I'm in right now. When I was just living here, there wasn't a house back there. This house was built in 1905, and I definitely felt like there was some nonsense going on that felt kind of ghosty to me. Dave, you made some pretty solid attempts at dying, and it hasn't happened, so something's watching over you. Well, I'm glad to hear about that. Jen, you want to believe in ghosts because you love to be scared. I really do not enjoy being scared. I've never kind of gotten that. I don't know. There's got to be some part of you that's not scared that you could love being scared, because being scared is unpleasant to me. But there you go. I'm saying a lot today. Delicious. So, another question from let's have a question from the other question box. The Friday Happy Half Hour. The moments are ticking away as they do. Oh, if you watch Ted Lasso, a thing that he says in there is bird by bird. And I don't know if you know where that comes from. And this isn't Motivational Monday, but it comes from Anne Lamott, who wrote this book, Bird by Bird, for authors. She's written a number of novels, but this is a book about writing and how writers operate. And this is the expression bird by bird comes from a anecdote about her brother, who had a project that he had to do about birds for school. He would have been, 8 years old or 10 years old or something like that. He had to do some project about birds, and he had left it to the last minute. And he was beside himself with anxiety about, how am I going to do this? And Anne Lamott's father, this little boy's father, said to him, just do it bird by bird, son. Just take it bird by bird. And as you might have guessed if you've heard the thing, so you just take it bird by bird. And that's where that expression comes from. And I can recommend this book if you are interested in some instructions on writing and life, as it says on the cover. Anne Lamott, it's a bestseller, and I do recommend it. And if you would like to hear Anne Lamott be interviewed by her son, there's a podcast of that. Her son has a podcast that is called, oh my goodness, I think I can look this up while we're on the air. Anne Lamott's son, it says it can't connect right now. That's ridiculous. It can connect. You are connected, you dumb machine. Okay. Oh, golly darn it. It's called How to Human Podcast, and it's by Sam Lamott, Anne Lamott's son. But episode 1, he interviews Anne Lamott. And if you're interested in that, you can find out more about the expression bird by bird. And if you're interested in those things, you can also get this book from wherever you get books. Check the fun meter. Solid medium. That's about the best you can hope for once you're in So You've Got Cancerland. So we're doing that. Oh, I see. Pick, you heard. Oh, let's scroll up here. Or scroll down. Oh, what happened? How did I miss? Either dumb luck or an angel allowed you to survive a 70-mile-per-hour collision with a Maine moose. God, John, congratulations, and holy crap. Yeah, those moose are solid. Your house gets ghosty, Dave, sometimes. It's 100 years old. Generally seems like the most unhaunted house you've ever lived in, but it has its moments, like yesterday when you walked out of the kitchen for 30 seconds and returned to a set of cabinet doors that were wide open. Ooh, that's a little ghosty. Bob, you had a ghost experience when you were 15, scared the hell out of you. Also pretty sure your current house has a ghost. When you first moved in, doors were blocked shut. Would be open during the night. Ooh, boy. Well, there's some scary things for you. Someone else just said something here in the comments that now I can't see in the comments, and I don't know how a thing like that happens. But it was something about Anne Lamott, and now, God dang it. This is a problem. This is the problem with technology. Well, someone saw Anne Lamott speak, and I'm happy for that someone, and I wish that I had seen Anne Lamott speak. But we all have her book in case we'd like to hear some of her ideas. So, what's happening today? I'm not going to be able to attend happy hour with my friends, who are also my friends that took me to the LA Football Club, because they're busy with their families, and we were going to postpone it till tomorrow, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. So, this is my happy hour for the week that we're having right now. I'm happy. I think I'm grateful. No, I am grateful. I'm grateful that I woke up today. I didn't even know that I wanted to last night, but I am happy that I did. So, what should we do now? Charlie Byers, you wanted to leave the theater during the opening as they were driving to the hotel. Wow. Oh, I see, the horror movie The Shining. Wow, John. 2 died, cow and calf. 4 vehicles were wrecked in that moose accident. Oh my God, that's terrible. Enough chit-chat. How's Lady Jerry? Okay, Dave. Lady Jerry is doing pretty well. She spent an hour or so out, or almost 2 hours yesterday, out gardening. Actually, if you're interested, there's a site called Caringbridgeorg, and you can find her on there, Belinda Weymouth, and if you request access, you can read the updates that I'm writing every once in a while, if that's of interest to you. But Lady Jerry's doing well. She's been gardening. She's been preparing some of her own food. She drove the car twice this week. She went to the garden center to get some plants for her gardening project in the backyard. And then today she drove down, it's just 5 blocks, both to the garden center and today. She drove 5 blocks down to the beach, and she went out to lay in the sand. She said, can't go in the water because the water is full of bacteria here in California. Jen, you're saying you were driving up a mountain with a completely deserted road with your friend in Flagstaff, and you saw what looked like a person, white apparition on the side of the road. You thought maybe a fraternity prank, but when you turned around and came back down, it was gone, and there was nowhere to go. Spooky. Love it. Love it. That was a good... Please put the link in our group page if you haven't already. Okay, Laura, I'm not sure how to put the link in there, but it's caringbridge.org. And then you search for Lady Jerry, but I'll see if I can figure out how to do this. I access it in the app on my phone. But I will. I'll get on that. Meanwhile, I think it's time for us to get on with... Oh, wait. Is it time yet? Yeah, on the one hand, you don't believe in ghosts, and on the other, you were scared shitless. Well, Jen, you like that. So it's good to be scared. Or is it not good when you're really scared? When you watch a movie and you're scared, I feel like I could watch a scary movie with my daughter if I knew. I just, now these movies, the scary movies are so effing scary that I don't know what kind of crop of dangerous young adults we're going to be producing. But I look forward to them taking over our government. Jen, you're saying you'd love to be locked in a haunted prison overnight. Oh my God. Oh, there you go. That's it, Dave. That's the link. There you are, everybody. When I was starting my comedy career, one of the people at the comedy club that I worked at regularly, the other cafe in San Francisco, now defunct, was a night like watchman at Alcatraz. They had a where the tour boats would come in and dock. They had a kind of an office station down there, and that was also where the prison, when it was a prison, the boats would dock and then go up to Alcatraz proper, the prison. And so he would sometimes be there by himself or with another guy, and then sometimes the other guy, he said there was a guy he worked with who was a Vietnam War veteran who liked to go up to the prison and sit alone in the kind of dungeon under solitary confinement where God knows what went on at Alcatraz, and sit there with a candle and just meditate and spook himself out, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that would be up your alley, Jen, but when I heard that story, I was like, no, thank you. And now, on this Friday, next week on the Daily Briefing, we're going to retain the same protocol. I intend to be here on Tuesday and Friday, with an eye to, in future weeks, expand to maybe another day a week. I did just get news this week. I got invited to the 30th anniversary of Acme Comedy Club. For a while I had the poster for the 20th anniversary behind me here. So they're celebrating their 30th anniversary in Minneapolis, Acme Comedy Company. And I'm going to be there November 5th and 6th. Maybe I mentioned that already, but I am going to be there for their anniversary show, and that's kind of a precursor to my being there to headline for a week in February. So those gigs are on the books for me. Meanwhile, I look forward to as many sets as I can do in town to get ready before that happens, and of course, doing something for you guys. It's really affecting your work productivity to be here, Jen. I get it. And so now it's time for Seize the Day. And I hope you're seizing the day at work. And here we go, hashtag priorities. It's time for Seize the Day. And today's Seize the Day, as always, is brought to us by our lovely Rachel. And the Seize the Day today is by Dr. Seuss. Not a real doctor. Or maybe he is a real doctor. I don't know about that. Be who you are, say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. That's a pretty good one. I do like that, particularly the last part. Those who matter, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. And I usually say it that way, the other way around. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Be who you are, say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. So be who you are, say what you feel, have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Football is life. Oops. Football is life. And take care of yourselves and each other. Be nice to a jerk this weekend. Maybe be nice to two jerks, because they're multiplying. They're getting a little bit ahead of us, these jerks. And so we're looking to convert as many of them as possible. And the way to do that is to be nice to them. So do all those things. And above all, if you don't do anything else, if you don't remember anything else, don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. I'm living it, and I'm loving it. See you guys next week.